Hello, lovely ones. Let's have tea and talk energy just for a moment again, and a thought for you to hold this week. So I was talking to someone this morning, and we were chatting about this trail of stuff and trail of misery that we carry and hold behind us. And when I wrote that little book, which side is it? This side, a journey to remember. One of the pictures that came in that showed that whole scene, that whole amazing awareness of what is really going on out there, was a picture of a comet. So this was really interesting, that we can be, that the idea of a comet, if we think of what a comet looks like, it's this dazzling thing that is moving across our skies. And we know it's a comet because it's got this trail or this tail behind it. And that informs us that it's not just a star, not just another one of the twinkly twinklies, but it actually is something that is holding a trail behind it and is moving very fast across the sky. So we know that the comet has a tail or a trail behind it because everything that has connected or collided into that comet along its pathway, those little bits of debris are accumulating into the field behind that path that is moving into open, new, and clear space. But imagine that we are a little bit like that comet. We're trying our best to just move and just go and just keep going and move forward and keep moving and keep encouraging ourselves to continue with this life journey. But there is a great load of evidence of where we've come from, trailing behind us. And if you could imagine that this whole field of stuff that is behind me is being pulled along by me, because I am the part that is moving forward, and because I want to experience myself in the new space, I am the one that is pulling and creating an electromagnetic field, a field of attraction. And everything that has been is behind me. And because I'm moving, it stays behind me. And so what do I need to do? I need to run or pretend or hide or defend or deflect. I've got to find ways to not feel involved with all this debris behind me until we encounter someone or something or a family situation that brings up this feeling. And then we're overwhelmed by this misery and the sadness because a feeling has come up now. This trail, oh my gosh, deep sigh. This trail that is behind us is so depleting and so exhausting. And we don't even know what is in the trail behind us. This is eons of family indabas and karma and drama and pity and survival and hardship and terror and horror. It's so much. So imagine that we decide that we are going to stop pulling this clutter behind us. We're going to stop contributing to it by being part of it, by being the one that pulls it along. And we stop. And if we were to stop this trail that is behind us, believe me, it has got its own momentum going now. And if you stop, it's going to continue to go, and it'll probably smack into you, and you might even fall down on your knees a little while. The best thing would be if this trail, if you stopped and the trail came in and you turned around and noticed what was coming and allowed it to move towards you and through you, so that it can continue to move until it cannot move anymore, because you are not activating and you are not pulling it. And you're not engaging in the karma and the drama and the mess that we don't want to have anymore. This is such a valuable picture for us to hold and to think about how we can do our lives in a different way. Believe me, if you haven't addressed, if you haven't stopped, turn around and paid attention at what is behind you, it is going to hit you at some point. It is going to collide with you and your life at some point. So we might as well be the ones who turn around now, get out our courage, and stand up for who we are and face our truth and listen to what is our truth and connect into that. So that when we start looking at this clutter and this mess, we can see it for what it truly is. And we can ask ourselves, is this mine and does it belong to me? And do I still want to carry it further? Do I still want to let it use my impulse for moving forward and the electromagnetic field to drag along and be part of this experience, this existence? So we really can choose at this point now. So if you can hold that idea of a comet and a trail and think about what it is that is in your trail, you'll be surprised how much there is and how deeply embedded this is. But you will also notice that it is playing out in this life journey so that you can do something about it. We are the ones who said we would clear this trail and clear this past debris. And so let's do it, because the next generation is here to uplift in a whole new way. But we cannot get to that point unless all of us decide that we are willing to stand in our truth and stand up for who we truly are as divine beings of light and love. So I hope that helps you, and I hope the picture of that helps you. And I send you so much, so much, so much love, and have a beautiful day and be gloriously happy no matter what.